Morning, Joe.
Hi, Kim.
Here we go. We're headed up the mountain. It'll take us an hour or so, right? Ooh.
Yeah, or a little more.
Depends on who's driving.
Yeah, well, it'll take more with me.
Okay, so we're driving out of town and headed up the mountain. I can't really show you yet. It's a little bit cloudy up there. But I was just asking Joe, and I thought I'd record this. The landscape here in this part of Wyoming is pretty dry and desolate. And, well, what do they call this part of Wyoming?
Well, this is high desert or high plains, whatever you want to call it. It gets usually less than 10 inches of rain a year, which qualifies kind of as a desert, although it gets cold.
It does get cold.
If you were looking for a geophysical province name, they call this a high steppe or a steppe, like lots of Central Asia.
So it's more brown, which in the work that I used to do, we were always watching for the moisture in the winter to see what the fire season was going to look like in the spring and summer. Although these days fire seasons are year round, but anyway, so but why do we like this part of Wyoming versus some of the other more picturesque people would say?
Well, for me, it's because this is the part of Wyoming that has the fewest people.
Well, it is, and there's a reason, because other folks want to live in those bigger places. Wyoming actually only has 500,000 people in the entire state, so it's definitely a lot smaller than most states, frankly smaller than some of the cities we've lived in. Although we haven't lived in big cities, we chose to live in I don't know if Boulder City would have been a suburb to Vegas. It was its own little city, so that we didn't have to live in Las Vegas, although I worked there and it was a long drive, but it was good to raise our kids there. So anyway, we've moved all around, and we like something about all the places, I think, but we have enjoyed here quite a bit. So we are headed up to go look for, I was going to say the perfect Christmas tree, but I don't think it's going to be the perfect one. What's the perfect Christmas tree for you? What would be?
Perfect Christmas trees are red fir, also called silver tips, and in fact, they grow in the northern Sierras and the Cascades in Northern California, and Oregon and Washington.
Which is where you're from.
That's right. They're not bushy. They're very symmetrical. In fact, the capital Christmas tree this year is a silver tip or a red fir from northern Nevada.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's cool. So did you guys, when you were growing up in the Sierras, did you cut down your own Christmas trees?
Oh sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Where?
In the woods.
In your woods, or did y'all go up higher?
We usually have, red firs usually are like 3,500, 4,000 feet elevation or above, and we weren't quite that high, so
yeah,
we usually went up and got some. There were some large landowner lumber companies, and they were fine with having you cut trees there, or you get a Forest Service permit in the forest.
Which is what we've got, right? Or a VLN
right.
permit, yeah. So we're headed up. Joe gets permits for 3 trees usually, so that he can cut down a few, and we can gift one to our neighbor or one of the kids if they want one. One of our kids that lives here has 4 kids, and I just don't think they have room for it in their little house. And then the other daughter likes to go get her own with her husband, so I think they're going another time. They usually come with us, but his work schedule has been different, and this year, because we're retired, we decided to come up before the snow falls so that we can, I don't know, it's not as picturesque of a journey to go get our Christmas tree, but it's probably a little more comfortable, huh?
Well, absolutely. A little more comfortable, a little less driving hassle.
Yeah,
and we're lucky this year because we normally would have
Well, that's right.
a few inches of snow by now, but it's
Yeah.
a little bit dry, so we'll take advantage of it.
Yeah. But we're hoping for moisture, just, you know, for general purposes, we need to have moisture here this year, so maybe it's just coming a little later. Last year we didn't have even snow for Christmas. Remember?
That's true.
So, anyway, all right, we're coming into the little town that we're going to fuel up and take a quick little break, and then we'll head up the mountain, and hopefully I can show you through the canyon. That's one of my favorite areas. While Joe is very studious about driving those switchbacks, I'll try to film some of the beautiful spaces. Well, my skills don't do it justice, but we're headed up through Tin Sleep Canyon up into the Bighorn Mountains to Bighorn National Forest. It is just a gorgeous area. This area is also well known by rock climbers. They climb the face of those rocks. I can't imagine why, but that's just me. My husband and I laughed about, would it be more fun to take a helicopter or climb the rocks? And of course, for me, helicopters are fun, but my husband does not like them, nor does he care for small aircraft. So it is a beautiful drive to get up there. I see we've got a crack in the windshield there that keeps popping up, but it was a lovely drive up through the canyon and up into the forest for us to go get a few trees. So what a beautiful, beautiful day. We're coming around the mountain here where there's a local meadowlark ski resort. You can see the trails up there a little bit, but well, it looks like they got a little bit of snow up here.
Mm-hmm.
Not much. Did you have lots of snow growing up for Christmas time?
Not always right on Christmas, but usually through the winter we get a few feet as things warmed up in the 60s and 70s. Not quite so much, but you never knew.
Yeah. It was wet snow though.
The Sierras and north in the Pacific coast, it's really wet snow.
Yeah.
And no, not much powder, except maybe real high elevation sometimes.
How high did you? Was it 3,000 feet high?
About 3,000 feet is where we live.
Yeah. How high are we right now?
9,000.
9,000 already? Oh, you've got your little gizmo
I
to
got
tell
my
you. That's good. Well, when did you guys put your Christmas tree up?
Usually we go get the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving, and then pretty quick after that, within the next week or two, we get the Christmas tree up, put it up, Dad put the lights on, and then we decorate it. And the most time was involved was putting the tinsel on the tree. It was the old style metal tinsel that I guess is unsafe because nobody sells it anymore. But to make it look right, you couldn't just throw it on. You had to put it on
one piece at a time? Oh my gosh. You have the patience for that. I would not be able to do that, would I?
Well, I don't think it's probably anything you'd look forward to.
No, it's not.
And then because we were not particularly wealthy and very frugal, when you were done with the tinsel, you took it off again and put it over a cardboard thing so that you could use it next year. Wow. But the tinsel now is all plastic,
so we don't even do tinsel, do we?
Well, we've done it a couple times.
We don't normally go get our tree this early, do we?
No, not normally.
Yeah. But that's all right. This is good to have things planned out. Retirement lets you do things unrushed, unhurried, and you don't have to, I was going to say fight the traffic. There's really not any traffic out here, even when people are out here looking for trees, but it is nice to be able to come out and have a little solitude in the forest, eh?
Indeed.
He's looking around to see which road are we going to take to go find the tree. Because Joe likes to keep it up a little bit longer probably than I do. But maybe not as long as your dad did. Or would you?
We ended up a couple times till, well, certainly through Valentine's Day.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes we were pushing Easter.
Wow. And with a real tree, that seems like work. You'll be watering it inside all the time.
Well, you got to keep it watered. That's right.
It's all good. Okay. I think we're finding a place here. Maybe. Oh, do some scouting.
Dump station.
We're going to the dump station. That first turnoff was a little bit too muddy for us, so we turned around and came back out and found another place to go. So, this is actually the time of year when our kids were all still home. We were gearing up to head up to Northern California for Thanksgiving. My father-in-law had several properties, and we were blessed enough to get to stay in one, you know, pretty much anytime we wanted to go up there. But we would all have Thanksgiving there for at least, well, we've been married over 20 years, but we did it beginning the first year that we got married for like 14 years until his dad passed. But I kind of miss those.
Well, yeah, Thanksgiving was always the big deal for my family. Christmas, everybody pretty much stayed home. If they had any kids, that was the focus. But Thanksgiving was when the family would, those that were still alive, would gather, travel, and have Thanksgiving at mountains.
I mean, you guys didn't have huge families with everybody having tons of kids like our family did, huh?
No, that's right. Most of my family, I don't know, on both sides, they were kind of late getting married, late having kids, and so we were.
How many cousins did you and Amy have?
Oh, let's see. First cousins, we only had 2, I guess.
Yeah.
And
I've got like 42. I don't know.
On my mom's side of the family, and they're not local to where we live, but I think there's a bunch of seconds and thirds that we never really spent much time with.
It's a pretty day, but it's getting windy now. But we gotta climb up there and go see if we can find something. Who's more likely to pick the bigger tree?
Oh, probably me. Because I can always trim it down.
Who's more likely to try to wait and find the perfect tree? That would be you also.
That would be me also.
It's kind of funny to be out here without really a lot of snow, but it's actually kind of nice, except that where it's not snowy, it's muddy. So that's not wonderful. But trying to get out in a cleared area, whatever. Wasn't cleared, but see what we can find. And yes, my husband has an obsession with chainsaws, so he's perfectly happy to find one that he can trim up. In fact, the reason we have 3 permits, he'll take 2 trees, and if he has to make a whole one by, you know, cutting a part off and putting it in there to make the tree look right. Isn't that right? Oh. That one's a little bit wackadoodle.
Not very good pickings over here.
It's also hunting season, so we should probably pay attention. It's true, it's a little bit of work to go do this, but I did not get to do this growing up. I lived in West Texas, and the only trees there were mesquite and oak trees that were planted. So it's just kind of cool. I don't think we'll do this too many more years, probably. I still have artificial trees, but it's fun to do it while we still can. And getting out and moving and understanding the abundance that God gives us is kind of overwhelming sometimes. In a good way. Here we are in the next clearing. This one looks a little more promising, eh?
Yeah, we passed that one that's kind of a skinny in the bottom tree, but it didn't make a bad first. Be a little bushy.
There's a little more space, so the trees can spread out a little bit more, huh?
Pretty nice. It'd be plenty taller up too.
That's pretty good. Either one of those. I like how full it is up there. This one, I like this one too, though.
I'm 6 foot. Up on the stand, this one would be fine. If you like it.
It's a little bit empty on this other side, but
Well, yeah, but we could put that side against the window.
yeah, that's right.
Or we could cut some boughs and rough it out. And just head on up and look at it from the
Yeah. There's a whole nest of them, Joe says. I don't know what he's saying, but I think he's happy. I think we may have found one. Here goes Joe. Yay! It's worth it to do a little bit of exploring, and frankly, especially since the snow's not here. Last year this is where he and my son-in-law came, and my daughter and I stayed behind with my grandson because it was hard to traverse through all of this when it was snowy. Hence why Joe wanted to come out early.
Aw.
Uh-oh, did you break one?
We'll save it for the
You can
back.
graft it in. There we go. Well, do you want me to pick the other side up?
Better just drag it. Now, where's that other one we were going to get? What was it?
It's down a little ways, I think. Now I can't remember. We found a little tree that I'm going to put in my office, I think, while Joe is out there. He's got the bigger one he's coming with. And I think our third tree might be this one that we can either give to kids or maybe there was another one back here. One of those. So I think we have success. Yay!
There's them trees are down there. Get them on up here, get them loaded in the truck, and we'll go.
Looky there.
Here we are.
Mama bear,
Stand up.
baby bear, and Papa bear.
There we go.
All right.
I was getting ready to go camping with the boys.
Yeah.
He's always big on make sure you your bear spray. I looked and looked for bear spray. I looked everywhere. The trailer was still in the yard. I looked all from the other. Oh shit! I said, well, probably getting out of towards expiration anyway. The bear spray.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. Something was said about bear spray, and I said I couldn't find mine, so I just have to trust the 357.
Oh.
I got back and was cleaning out the truck.
You found the bear spray.
It was right there behind the seat in that little box. Ain't that something?
Is that something? Joe could live for months on what's in his pickup.
See again?
You could live for months on what's in your
Actually,
pickup.
a few days ago, I got some emergency food in here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I got water.
Yeah.
And
you never were a Boy Scout.
I got packs, down jacket,
Okay.
or parka.
Okay.
So yes, ma'am. See, the right truck to have brought up here
The Dodge.
was the old Dodge.
I don't know if it made it.
Oh, it would have made it. Eventually, I thought my wife probably wouldn't like.
Might have been fine. What are you going to put in
Why don't
first?
you hand me the littlest one first?
Sure. Gloves on. You want the medium one then?
That's,
No?
no, probably the other one, because the other one's a lot fuller at top. Hand me the, no, you're right. Come ahead, good buddy.
You got pinched part of it. Well, Joe, we did it.
We did it.
We did it. And now it looks like we got weather coming in. So
Yes.
we did it just in time, eh? You're so smart.
It's hard to tell with the weather here, but I mean, it'll be dark in a couple hours anyway.
I know. That's right. Well, it was a fun day. Are you happy with our tree?
I think they're lovely trees.
We even cut down a little one for my office, and we'll see what that looks like. What I'm thinking is we'll maybe this weekend put the trees up, the two for us, and then maybe Thanksgiving when the kids come over, I'll let the grands help me decorate it. That'd be fun, huh?
That'd be fun.
I think grandpas have a different idea of fun than grandmas, but it'll be fun for me. So I am excited to get this all done and back home. Well, the wind sure picked up this afternoon, which my husband was happy about because he'd like to get all the leaves off the trees. And here he is grafting one of the branches in that he broke so that we can get it somewhat symmetrical. And I'm gonna try to put some lights on, but you'll see here in a minute that I don't have enough of all the same colors, so I'm either gonna have to get some different ones or blend them a little bit better somehow. We do like to have lots of lights, and I only have that little box that Joe brought in. I think I may have more lights somewhere. What about you? Do you like lots of lights? Do you like white lights or colored lights on your trees? Or do you have a favorite type of light? I have most of my life gone for, to be perfectly honest, whatever was the cheapest that I could get a lot of. And I've had to get rid of quite a few over the years. Oh, this one. Huh. Well, these are warm and those are white. You know, we were only here in Wyoming briefly for Christmas last year, so I don't even know if I put a tree up. I think I put up the artificial tree, but I was working and was down in Arizona, so it's probably going to take me a minute to figure out what I even have here. Ooh, those are bright white. These are the right color, but they're smaller, so that's okay. I'm going to use it on my office tree. Thank you for spending a little time with us. We sure do appreciate it.